Paul Ryan has gone completely off the rails and is now pushing to phase out Medicare and replace it with private insurance. The opportunity is now there for Paul Ryan with a Donald Trump presidency. Now, it's one of these real possibilities that becomes more real with a unified Republican government. Donald Trump has won the White House. Republicans will control the Senate. Republicans will control the House. Medicare is one of the most popular government programs in the U.S., period. It is also one of the most effective government programs in the U.S., period. I want to put this in writing for you so we can actually look at what Paul Ryan said here when being interviewed by Bret Baier. Bret Baier said, your solution has always been to put things together, including entitlement reform. That is Paul Ryan's plan. That's not Donald Trump's plan. And Paul Ryan went on to say, well, you have to remember, when Obamacare became Obamacare, Obamacare rewrote Medicare, rewrote Medicaid. If you are going to repeal and replace Obamacare, you have to address those other issues as well. What a lot of folks don't realize is this 21-person board called the IPAP is about to kick in with price controls on Medicare. What people don't realize is because of Obamacare, Medicare is going broke. Medicare is going to have price controls because of Obamacare. Medicaid is in fiscal straits. You have to deal with those issues if you're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. Medicare has serious problems because of Obamacare. Those are part of our plan. Now, some people have seen this and they say, David, he's not saying phase out Medicare. Just look at Paul Ryan's own website, which currently says that people will be able to keep Medicare, supposedly, but no more Medicare for future retirees. And instead, what will we replace Medicare with? Private insurance and subsidies to help seniors afford private for-profit health insurance. This means get rid of Medicare, Pat. This means take even more health care in the United States and put it in the for-profit world. It means if you haven't gone on Medicare yet, when you get to that age, there will be no Medicare if Paul Ryan gets his way.
And this reminds me a lot of President Bush's attempt to privatize Social Security to the benefit of corporate interests. But it was so overwhelmingly unpopular, his proposal, and his poll numbers dropped. People don't want you to touch Social Security. They don't want you to touch Medicare. It's overwhelmingly popular.
I hope you are right that the voices saying don't touch it will prevail. And there is a really good way. Republicans typically have older voters supporting them at much higher rates than younger voters. A good way to turn off older voters is to say, hey, we're going to do away with Medicare. Instead, we'll give you a little money for private for-profit insurance. And you will hear people saying, this is reform, David, or using other catchwords. Medicare is a single-payer universal health care system. Research makes it abundantly clear that it's more efficient in keeping costs down and provides better care than private insurance. What Paul Ryan is suggesting is not reform. It is saying no more Medicare. We are now putting even more people's health in the sort of on the ledger. For-profit insurance companies will be able to decide. And there is one mathematical reality about how to deal with the growing, aging baby boomer population, which is take away their health care and a lot of them will start to die. This is an issue that progressives must activate on, and we will be talking about this more with the upcoming fundraiser that we are doing.